Back inside GCU Softball Stadium for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Northern Illinois Huskies and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. The Lopes looking to capitalize after a 2-1 victory earlier today against these same Huskies, handing Claire Norred her third loss, moving to 1-3. Ryan Denhart avenging her performance last Sunday, only going an inning and a third against Iowa State, goes the distance against Northern Illinois to pick up her fifth victory. Jack O'Hara here with you alongside Cheyenne Rose, and what a win it was for Ryan Denhart. Cheyenne able to bounce back after that tough performance, like I said, an inning and a third, giving up 4 earned runs in that 13-7 loss. Bounces back today, setting her team up for success going into Game 2, trying to clinch a series win over the Huskies.
Yeah, absolutely. Once her team gave her that lead in the bottom half of the fourth, it was almost smooth sailing, those quick 1, 2, 3 innings. Definitely some great work. And, I mean, the Lopes have the momentum coming into this game. The pitching, as you mentioned, played a huge role. There were no walks delivered by either team, and just a combine of 14 hits for each of the teams. So the Sanderson Ford three keys to the game. First one is defense. We saw some great defensive plays from the Lopes in Game 1, doing their work, keeping it that one-run game for the Huskies. They'll need to continue that to take game number 2, and then pitching, as we mentioned again, amazing pitching from both sides in Denhart and Norred. Both pitching full games. The Lopes will need to rely on their pitching staff again to keep them in the driver's seat, and then take the day with the Lopes taking Game 1. That not only gives them the momentum going into this game, but it also puts Coach Ann Pearson only 3 wins away from 400 career wins. So the Lopes have a lot to drive them in this second game, Jack.
Well, if the Lopes take the day, they take the series. Again, a win in Game 2 here will clinch a series win in this 3-game set. Remember, the Huskies will be back here Wednesday night after playing one game Tuesday night against the ASU Sun Devils. And like we mentioned, Ryan Denhart, 7 innings of work, going the distance, 6 hits, 1 earned run, coming in the top half of the 4th inning with Bianca Barone scoring the only run for the Huskies on an RBI single, driving in the runner from third base with 2 outs. The Lopes answering with 2 runs on 3 hits in the bottom of the 4th. To pick up that 2-1 win is going to be JC Hambrick, trying to add to Ryan Denhart's performance here in Game 2. And just like Ryan Denhart, JC Hambrick trying to erase a poor start last go-around. JC's had a ton of success early on in this season. 2 wins, 4 losses, was the WAC Pitcher of the Week 2 weekends ago, but tasted her first real active defeat here last weekend when she was called on to start against the now number 1 team in the nation in the Oklahoma Sooners, getting roughed up in just 1 inning of work, allowing 4 hits, 3 earned runs en route to that Sooners 14-0 victory. As we take a look at the starting lineup for those NIU Huskies, presented by Talking Stick Resort. Kira Apatow in center field leading things off. Kelly Walensky, we mentioned her big error. She's at short batting second. Katie Keller in left field batting third. Carly Getchis at third base batting fourth. Bianca Barone catching batting fifth. Kira Mickelson in right field bat sixth. Sam Mallender, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Megan Gerke at second base bats eighth. Batting ninth is Izzy Smith. Rounding out the order, and then of course Emily Dado on the mound, pitching, trying to split this doubleheader going into Sunday matinee's rubber matchup tomorrow. And like we mentioned, JC Hambrick on the mound for the Lopes. Her ERA just under 4 at 3.99, 2 wins, 4 losses, like I mentioned previously. This will be her 10th appearance, just her 5th game started, and of course coming into this one with 2 complete games. Now 4 total for Ryan Denhart after that complete game in Game 1. It's Coach Pearson out on the bump. It looks like Lily Bishop is a bit shaken up. Went out there, threw a couple of ground balls, warming up there at first base. Trainer out there as well. We'll see if she's okay. Again, right out of the get-go in this one, the Lopes first baseman seems to be pointing on the lower side. Don't want to speculate. Potential leg injury here. It looks like she's going to head back to the dugout here. And an odd start to this one in Game 2 with the Lopes looking to come away with a series win. Lily went hitless earlier today against Claire Norad. Again, Norad going the distance as well, going 6 innings of work, only allowing those 2 runs, one of which was unearned. And with runners on first and second and 2 away, Kaylee Dietrich hit one in the hole at short. Walensky unable to come away with the final out. The 6-3 put out, throwing it well over the head of Izzy Smith at first base, allowing the run to score. And then Daisy Taloa taking advantage. The freshman right-handed bat driving in the second run, an infield RBI single to pick up the RBI against NORAD. Bishop coming back out. She seems to be okay, and it looks like we're going to get ready in this one. So again, JC Hambrick trying to bounce back after a tough performance against Oklahoma in our last go-around, and trying to give the Lopes a series win over these Huskies.
Leading off for the Huskies,
so Kira Apatow is ready, leading things off for the Huskies. Hambrick is ready. Let's do it here in Game 2 in Phoenix. First pitch misses up and in, and we are underway. Again, it'll be Apatow, Walensky, and Keller setting the table for NIU. Again, a game of inches, a pitcher's duel in Game 1. NIU looking to break open offensively. Chopped to Torville at third, fires across the diamond to get the speedy Apatow. 1 up, 1 down here in the first, here in Game 2. And that'll bring up Kelly Walensky. Again, the game changer for NIU as you take another look. The speedy Apatow out just by a half a step. Easy 5-3 put out for Torville, thrown across the diamond. Walensky with the big E6, extending that inning for the Lopes, resulting in 2 runs on 3 hits. Takes that one on the outside corner, count quickly 0-1. Second on the team in average at .375 entering this series. Hambrick takes a little something off there. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And again, looking to repeat what Ryan Denhart did in Game 1, trying to quickly get ahead of these Northern Illinois hitters. And trying to limit the opportunities for them offensively as the 0-2 pitch. Blooped. Over there at short, Aguilar hauls it in. 2 quick outs for number 19 here on the top of the first. And that'll bring up Keller, looking to give NIU a 2-out base runner. Again, despite their 3 wins this season, NIU has not really broken out offensively to this point. It's been all about that pitching rotation. You saw Claire Norad earlier today, 6 innings of work, only allowing those 6 hits. The Lopes will get their first look at Emily Dado in the bottom half of the first inning as that one is sliced into the corner and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. So a 2-out extra base hit for Keller, and the junior left-handed bat is on second base with 2 away. So just like that, Northern Illinois putting a runner in scoring position for the very dangerous Getchis. Digging in, looking to capitalize here with an RBI. So first pitch swinging was Keller. As we take another look over the heart of the plate, with Hambrick looking for the easy 1-2-3 frame like Denhart had in Game 1 in the first inning. Keller jumping all over that pitch right down Broadway. So the first pitch here to Getchis. Picked up 1 hit and 3 at-bats against Denhart. That pitch on the corner, count moves to 0-1. Like we mentioned, came into this game with a team-leading batting average of .429. Has since gone down after Game 1. They're looking to drive in the speedy Keller from second base. Off-speed pitch, misses low. And the count levels up at a ball and a strike here for Hambrick. Lopes infield playing straight away for Getchis. We saw a lot of shifts on the left side of the infield for Northern Illinois against the Lopes batting order in Game 1. As that pitch clips the corner and the count moves to 1-2. So we've seen it all season long for the Lopes freshman right-hander. He's been able to paint the corners on the both right and left side respectively. As Getchis again looking to barrel one up here with 2 strikes, just trying to stay alive in this at-bat. Emergency hack there, stays alive with that pitch on the inner part of the plate. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Jack, Hambrick has totaled the most innings in the circle for the Lopes with a 40 1/3 innings pitched. She also has a team-high average of 26 strikeouts in her 9 appearances. And she also contributes at the plate for the Lopes, collecting 6 hits with 1 RBI and 19 at-bats.
Has definitely done it from both sides. Again, just trying to retire the top part of this Northern Illinois order here in the top of the first. With Northern Illinois again looking to erase that 2-1 loss moments ago. Trying to avoid a series loss here on the road to start their road trip in Phoenix. That one chopped on the right side, and we'll do it again at 1-2. So Getchis doing a nice job staying alive in this at-bat with a couple of emergency hacks on 1 and 2. A good start for the Lopes with that victory. Their offense, again, still looking to break out in a big way. Only capitalizing on that E6 with 2 outs in that 4th inning to scrap across a couple of runs. J.C. Hambrick again just missing on the outside corner there. Count moves to 2-2. Quality at bat here for Northern Illinois' third baseman. Keller looking to get a good lead on second base. 2-2 pitch ripped up the middle, slowed down by Hambrick, and the play is not going to be able to be made at first base there on the throw by Jordan Pearson. It's an infield single for Getchis, putting runners on the corners with 2 away. So really nothing J.C. Hambrick could do on that play as you take another look. Just able to stop it or knock it down there with her glove, and Jordan Pearson unable to get the speedy Getchis in time. So with runners on the corners, that'll bring up Bianca Barone, who drove in the only run in that game for Northern Illinois with that RBI single in the 4th. Ryan Denhart making quick work of NIU's order in each of the first 3 innings before running into trouble in that 4th inning, getting a couple of unconventional outs before having a runner on third with 2 away, with Bianca picking up that infield RBI single on the left side. Angeli Aguilar ranging in the hole, unable to get Barone at first base. As she quickly falls behind 0-1 here on Hambrick. Kaylee Dietrich again wants to get on the same page as her right-hander here, with NIU threatening in the top of the 1st. NIU would love to get out to an early lead with Dato on the mound. Only in 2 appearances, has picked up 1 win in that invitational tournament 2 weeks ago. On the outside corner for a strike count, 0-2 now on Barone. Been more than a week and a half off for Northern Illinois coming into this Arizona road trip. The 0-2 pitch, ripped in the air, fairly deep center field. Going back is Fifield, and she'll play it up, one hop up against the wall. That'll score at least 2. As Northern Illinois is going to jump out to a lead with Bianca Barone again driving in a pair of runs. It's a 2-run double and a 2-0 lead for Northern Illinois. As you see there, Kristen Fifield with plenty of range out there in center field, unable to get to that one. Throwing above the cutoff man at second base, allowing that second run to score. So 3 RBIs total on the day for Barone. And that'll bring up Mickelson. Hambrick trying to again paint the corner there, misses outside. 1-0 now on Mickelson. Picked up a hit in 3 at-bats against Ryan Denhart. First hit of 2021 coming in game 1. As Hambrick paints the inside part of the plate there to even up the count, add a ball and a strike. So just like that, Emily Dato has herself a 2-0 advantage before she even steps out on the circle in this one. So 1-1 pitch, chopped in the hole, going to be a tough play for Aguilar. Boots it down the line, and that's going to score another run. Moving to second now is Mickelson. She is going to get gunned down at second base, but not before the runner scores, making this a 3-0 lead for Northern Illinois. So 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave nobody aboard. We'll go to the bottom of the 1st. It's NIU 3 and the GCU Lopes coming to bat.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Bottom half of inning number 1. Well, Northern Illinois had a tough time getting a few runs across the plate against Ryan Denhart. Again, just 1 run on 6 hits in that game. They break through for 3 runs on 3 hits in the first inning against J.C. Hambrick. 2-run double off the bat of Brown as you take a look at the starting lineup for the Lopes, presented by Talking Stick Resort. It's going to be Nicoletti, Dyer, and Bishop at the top of the order. Fifield, Torville, and Hambrick in the middle. And then, of course, you have Aguilar, Dietrich, and Taloa rounding out the order against a very formidable right-hander for NIU. And Emily Dado. Again, 2 appearances thus far this season, both coming 2 weekends ago in Florida. She's 1-0. ERA well under 3 as she now deals with Gianna Nicoletti. Out to a 3-0 lead. First pitch misses up, count 1-0 on the Lopes left fielder. Going 1 for 3 earlier today. We mentioned that shift on the infield. Wide open hole out there in right field for Nicoletti. Takes that one up, count moves to 2-0. NIU going with 3 infielders on the left side. And both Nicoletti and Savannah Torville. Looking for Nicoletti to slap one the other way here. Torville was able to beat that shift, waiting back on one and slicing it on the right side for a base hit in game 1. And just what you want here if you're Gianna Nicoletti, jumping out to a 3-0 count here against Dado. She's only thrown in 7 innings thus far, allowing just 1 run. It was an unearned run as well. As that pitch is in there for a call. Strike count moves to 3-1 now on Nicoletti. Pitch misses up. And the Lopes get a gift to start the bottom half of this inning. Down by 3, a leadoff walk handed out to the speedy Nicoletti. And Tabitha Dyer will look to move her into scoring position. The Lopes right fielder had a ton of work out there in right field in game 1. Was 0 for 3 at the plate after going 3 for 4 last Sunday against Iowa State. First pitch in there for a strike, so Dado able to come right after the Lopes right fielder after getting behind on Nicoletti, resulting in the leadoff walk.
Well, as we mentioned in game 1, Jack, those walks are a rare thing for the Huskies, only having 5 on the season up until that one to Nicoletti.
0-1 pitch. Taps softly on the third base side. Easy play there for Getches for the first out. So Dyer now 0 for 4 on the day, 0 for 1 here in game 2. And Lily Bishop will come to the plate. Lopes would love to get the tying run to the dish here in this first inning after giving up 3 in the top half to start this one off. Kristen Fifield, the cleanup hitter for the Lopes, awaits on deck. Lily Bishop can get aboard here, bringing the tying run to the plate, 1 swing of the bat. Give the Lopes a clean slate early on in this one for J.C. Hambrick. 1 batter at a time here as Nicoletti takes off. Throw down to second, not in time. Again, a perfect throw there by Barone. Unable to nab the speedy Nicoletti, who steals her second base in this series. She had a stolen base in game 1, now has a stolen base here in game 2. And again, you can see the Lopes left fielder getting a good jump off against Emily Dado. And just ahead of the tag there from Gerke as that pitch misses in, and the count now moves to 2-0 on Bishop. In the driver's seat as the Lopes first baseman. And the Lopes trying to take it one at bat at a time early on in this one. Only 2 runs in game 1. The 2-0 pitch ripped up the middle. That ball is going to fall in front of Apatow and into center field for a base hit. The outfield having a tough time getting that one in the infield as Bishop will take advantage and move to second. It's going to be an RBI for the Lopes first baseman, and they will bring the tying run to the plate. They're also on the board. It's 3-1. So Nicoletti steals second. Had to wait to see if that one was going to drop. It did right in front of Apatow, gets away, and Keller having a tough time booting it as well, allowing Bishop to move into scoring position. So a base hit could make this a 1-run game. Byfield looking to contribute early on in this game. First pitch from Dado. Misses outside, count 1-0 on the Lopes center fielder, who had herself a day against Claire Nerad in game 1. 3 hits and 3 at-bats. Rips that one in the air, fairly deep center field. Going back is Apatow. She's at the track, at the wall, set it off. 2-run home run for Kristen Fifield. And just like that, JC Hambrick has a clean slate to work with in the top half of the second inning. We're all knotted up at 3. We talk about this pitching staff for NIU coming in to this inning. Dado came into this at-bat with only 1 walk allowed.
Batting fifth for the Lopes.
Walks the leadoff man in Gianna Nicoletti. Lays a pitch over the heart of the zone to Lily Bishop as she served it up the middle for an RBI base hit to make this a 3-1 game. Now serves up a game-tying 2-run blast well over the center field wall to Kristen Fifield, taking advantage of that pitch, again up in the zone over the heart of the plate. And it's a brand new ball game, 3-3, as that first pitch misses up to Torville, count 1-0. So already an entirely different game here in game 2 here in the first inning. 3 runs apiece for both offenses after only coming across with 3 runs combined in game 1 as that one's ripped into left field. Right there is Keller as that one's going to be off her glove and into left field. Rounding first is Torville, slides in ahead of the tag there from Gerke. A 1-out double for Savannah Torville, and the Lopes have another runner in scoring position looking to take the lead. Tough play out there in left field for Keller as, again, we'll take another look. That one hit right on the screws by the Lopes third baseman. Keller unable to get a glove on it. Ball trickling away from her out there in left field, allowing Torville to advance an extra base. So a single could potentially give the Lopes the lead here. And who better than JC Hambrick to do it, trying to give herself a lead early on in this game. First pitch in on the corner for a strike count, 0-1 on number 19. So she comes to the plate here in the first with her team already picking her up after giving up 3 runs on 3 hits in the top half. The Lopes offense has themselves 3 runs on 3 hits thus far in the bottom half of the inning as that one's laced in the air, left center field. Grabbing it is Keller. Moving to third is Torville in time for the tag up to third base as she moves up an extra 45 feet. 2 outs. Runner on third base just ahead of the tag there. Again, we'll take another look. JC Hambrick doing the job, moving the runner up. Torville getting a good jump as soon as that one was caught by Keller. Keller with the throw, again right on the money, just ahead of the tag there was Torville. So with 2 away and a runner on third base, first pitch to Aguilar misses up, count 1-0. Lopes freshman right-handed bat looking to add to her hit total. 1 for 3 against Claire Norrid. Pitch misses outside. She's ahead in the count, 2-0. And something we're not used to seeing from this NIU pitching staff, Cheyenne. They're falling behind early. As again, Dado looking to find her stride early on in this game after giving up 3 runs in this inning. It'll be a 2-0 pitch now to Aguilar, looking to drive in the run from third. Takes a healthy hack there, swings through it, count moves to 2-1.
Oh yeah, Jack, as we mentioned, the Huskies only having 5 walks on the season, and that first one being delivered to Nicoletti to start off this bottom half of the first that's now all knotted up at 3.
2-1 pitch, check swing fouled off there by Aguilar to even up the count at 2-2. So a gift there from Dado, able to work her way back after falling behind 2-0 on the Lopes shortstop. Again, trying to keep this inning going for the Lopes. Able to answer the 3 spot that Northern Illinois was able to put out in the top of the inning. That one fouled off, inside out swing for Aguilar to stay alive. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Again, Dado going 7 innings in her last start. Did not give up a run, just 2/3 of an inning so far here today against the Lopes, allowing 3 earned runs. 2-2 pitch. Skied in the infield. That should conclude the inning with Walensky battling the sun. Does not make the play. Throw down to second. Not in time as it's booted by Gerke. So the Lopes once again are going to be gifted a run here in this first inning as they take a 4-3 lead. Another costly error made by Walensky over there at the bag at short as we take another look. Again, battling the Phoenix Sun. Unable to haul that one in. And then, of course, Gerke at second base, unable to glove it with Aguilar sliding in ahead of the tag. So just like that, after scoring 3 runs on 3 hits against J.C. Hambrick, the Lopes answer the call. 4 runs on 3 hits to this point against Emily Dado, who again was nearly perfect in her last start 2 weekends ago in Fort Myers.
Well, Jack, this is a completely different game from game 1, as we saw a huge pitcher's battle in the top half of that game. Only scores coming in the 4th for both teams, and now we already have 7 runs in only the 1st.
And the Lopes looking to add to that total right here with a runner in scoring position. Kaylee Dietrich looking to get in on the fun after going 0 for 3 in game 1. That pitch misses up, count 1-0. And the Lopes 1 batter away from hitting around here in this first inning against Emily Dado. Again, 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 earned runs, with that last one being unearned. We talked about the huge error in game 1 by Walensky, with 2 outs in the 4th, allowing the Lopes to tie the game. This one gives the Lopes the lead. Again, we're only in the first. Plenty of softball left to be played in this one. But the Lopes looking to add to their momentum here offensively. And only 2 runs in that win earlier today. Looking to break through offensively as a collective unit in this one. Trying to add to their confidence heading into next weekend's tournament. Pitch misses outside. Count now moves to 2-1 as Dado continues to fall behind these hitters early on in this inning. Infield playing Dietrich just about straight away. As the 2-1 pitch is ripped in the air, left field. That one is going to be caught out there in left field by Keller to retire the side. So this outfield for Northern Illinois having some trouble with the sun in this inning, but Keller able to haul that one in for the diving grab, but not before the Lopes score 4 runs on 3 hits. The big blow off the bat of Kristen Fifield. A 2-run blast over the center field wall. Let's move to the second. GCU 4, NIU 3.
When I think back on graduation day, it's such a special moment. Walking across the stage, hearing your name called. I think I would really regret not walking. I think being able to finish out a long college experience with an awesome moment like graduation is really special.
If I hadn't decided to walk that day, I think I'd regret not having that sense of closure and accomplishment for that huge chapter in my life.
My name's Noah and I graduated in 2015.
My name is Lauren and I graduated in 2016.
Herff Jones, by your side.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
once you've been to hell and back.
3 combined runs in game 1 of this series between the Lopes and the Huskies. Only 2 combined errors, with each defense picking up 1 each. It's been a totally different story here in game 2 through just 1 inning. 7 combined runs as the Lopes jump out to a 4-3 lead after putting up a 4 spot, answering the call after NIU's 3-run top half of the first inning against J.C. Hambrick. Well, she looks to settle in here against the bottom third of the order, Mallender, Smith, and Dado. First pitch misses up, count 1-0. Mallender hitless in game 1. In a totally different game here in game 2 as both offenses look to break out against Dado and Hambrick respectively. Pitch misses up, count moves to 2-0. And so far, both pitchers having a tough time getting ahead of these hitters, resulting in many opportunities and many base runners on both sides. 2-0 pitch misses up, count moves to 3-0 now to start this second inning as Savannah Torville coming over, giving her part of encouragement to Hambrick as Dietrich once again comes out to calm down their right-hander. It was Barone with the double with runners on the corners and 2 outs in the first to put Northern Illinois up 2-0. Mickelson then hitting a ball deep in the hole at short. Aguilar unable to come away with the clean putout as the ball trickled down the left field line, allowing the 3rd run to score as that pitch just misses inside. A 4-pitch walk to start this top half of the second inning, dished out by J.C. Hambrick. And NIU has a runner on first base and nobody out. And again, that put Northern Illinois up 3-0 after the E6 by Aguilar. Runner on second with 1 out after the stolen base by Gianna Nicoletti. Lily Bishop lacing a single up the middle, allowing Nicoletti to score. She'd move to second on the E8 made by the center fielder, putting another runner in scoring position for the Lopes before Kristen Fifield homered to dead center field to tie this game up at 3. And then, of course, Aguilar reaching on the error by Walensky at short. Runner on third base, pop up on the infield. Unable to haul it in for the final out, making this a 4-3 game. Now NIU trying to at least tie things up in this inning as Smith quickly ahead in the count 1-0. 0 for 2 in 2 at-bats against Denhart in game 1. Quickly ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes as J.C. Hambrick again losing the strike zone early on in this inning. We'll see if J.C. Hambrick can settle in early on in this game. Remember, Ryan Denhart did go the distance in game 1. Coach Pearson would love to get the most out of her freshman right-hander as she possibly can in this game, however, with the Lopes looking to clinch a series win. Smith trying to break out early on in this season, hitting under 200 coming into this at-bat. Bishop will play in front of the runner, in front of Mallender over there at first base. You see Torville playing in at the bag at third. And you just looking to put a runner in scoring position here as that pitch clips the inside part of the plate. Count moves to 2-1. And J.C. Hambrick has been so good hitting those corners early on this season. Looking to find her stride here with her team up by 1. Again, early on in this game with Northern Illinois' offense starting to wake up. 2-1 pitch. Misses up and in. Moving to second is Mallender. So Northern Illinois now has a runner in scoring position here as the count now moves to 3-1 on Smith. Again, Mallender looking to get a good jump. Found an opportunity there as that one got away from Dietrich. And first base open. You got Dado waiting on deck. We'll see what J.C. Hambrick wants to do here with nobody out. 3-1 offering to Smith. In there for a strike, and the count runs full at 3-2. Smith just trying to hit the ball on the right side here with nobody out and a runner on second base, trying to move the runner up an extra 45 feet. Hambrick gets the sign, kicks, winds, and delivers the payoff pitch. Took a little something off that one. Torville has it. Throws across the diamond, and it ain't going to matter as the ball rolls foul, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Home plate umpire Scott Wallace calling balls and strikes here in game 2. First base umpire Jerry Carter with Matthew Jacks over there at third base. That is your umpiring crew here for game 2 of this doubleheader between the Lopes and the Huskies. We have 3-2 offering, 7th pitch of this at bat. Chopped on the right side. Pearson has it, flips to Bishop, and that's how you draw it up if you're Smith, moving the runner up an extra base here with nobody out. So a runner on third base now with one away.
For the Huskies, the pitcher,
And that'll bring up
27,
Emily Dado.
Emily Dado.
You see there, softly hit. Pearson goes with the shore out at first, and Dado will look to help herself out, just like J.C. Hambrick tried to help herself out in the bottom of the first. Their team down by 1. Dado just looking to drive in the runner from third base with the infield playing in. First pitch in there for a strike. Hambrick looking to get ahead of her opponent here. And like we mentioned, Dado, 7 innings of work, did not allow a run against Florida Atlantic 2 weekends ago. Swings through that one. And the count quickly moves to no balls and 2 strikes. So J.C. Hambrick having a tough time getting ahead of these hitters early on here in the second inning. With 1 out and a runner on third base with the lead on the line. Quickly gets ahead of Northern Illinois' pitcher. But no balls and 2 strikes here. She took a little something off that last pitch. We'll see what she goes with here on 0-2, trying to get Dado to chase. That one popped up right in front of the booth and out of play, and we'll do it once again at 0-2. So comes in there on Dado, able to get a piece of it to stay alive. And has a ton of leverage in this at-bat here against Emily Dado. Trying to be the hero for herself, trying to give herself at least a clean slate going into the bottom half of the second inning, all tied up at 4. As the 0-2 pitch just misses on the corner, and the count moves to 1-2. So she comes in 0-2 on that last pitch, getting Dado jammed and able to pop it up straight back. Goes out there on the second 0-2 offering. Just misses the corner, does not get the benefit of the doubt from Scott Wallace behind the dish. So it'll be a 1-2 offering now. As she kicks, winds, and delivers. She goes around on the bunt attempt, throw down to third, and the Lopes are going to pick up the inning-ending double play as they get Mallender stranding, or leading there at third base, trying to score on a potential bunt there from Dado. So after all that, no runs, no hits, Northern Illinois leaves nobody on. Let's go to the bottom of the second. 4-3 Lopes here in Phoenix.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
Lopes offense looking to add the damage that they put up in the bottom half of the first inning. Again, 4 runs on 3 hits against Emily Dado. Trying to add to that momentum here with Daisy Taloa leading off. It'll be Taloa, Nicoletti, and Dyer after the Lopes were able to get J.C. Hambrick into and out of trouble. Again, runner on third base with 1 out. 1-2 offering to Emily Dado, trying to square around. A squeeze play on by NIU. With the runner on third base leaning just a little too far. Got doubled up for the inning-ending double play. First pitch off speed in there for a called strike on Taloa. And the count 0-1 on the Lopes freshman right-handed bat. Again, the RBI single by Taloa gave the Lopes the 2-1 lead in that 4th inning. Brian Denhart again shutting the door in each of the last 3 innings of that one. That one is foul tipped into the glove of Barone, and the count quickly 0-2 on number 51.
Taloa, the only person not to see Dado in the bottom half of the first inning. as the Lopes almost bat around, as you mentioned earlier, Jack.
0-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Punch out for Dado, setting the tone here in the bottom of the second inning. And that'll bring up the top third of the Lopes order. Gianna Nicoletti getting her second crack at Dado.
The top of the order for
Was able to set the
GCU.
tone in the bottom half of that first inning, throwing the 5-pitch walk, getting ahead in the count 3-0, giving the Lopes a leadoff base runner, scoring the first run of the day on the RBI base hit by Lily Bishop, scoring from second after stealing second on the first pitch of Tabitha Dyer's at bat, as that pitch misses just outside. The count moves to 1-0 on the Lopes left fielder. And 1 for 3 in game one, adding to her hit total, now has 18 hits early on in this season. Has done an excellent job setting the table for Coach Pearson's offense. Sliced into left field, should be an easy play for Keller. She makes it one step to her right. And there are quickly 2 away here in the second for Dado, looking to bounce back after that 4-run first.
For the Lopes.
Remember, the Lopes
Dyer.
3 wins away now from 500 wins in the career of Coach Ann Pearson. We'll see if they can get it in these next 3 matchups against Northern Illinois, or maybe it'll come next weekend in the Lopes Up Classic. Remember, the Lopes taking on both Baylor and UTEP here at GCU Softball Stadium 7 days from today. One-0 pitch to Dyer, misses up. She gets ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. And after 2 quick outs here in the second, Dado looking to get out of this inning unscathed after putting up that crooked number just an inning ago. And again, the heart of the Lopes order due up with Bishop and Fifield looming. Pitch misses outside, count moves to 3-0. Only had herself 1 walk 2 weekends ago down in Fort Myers. Already has 1 walk today in the form of Gianna Nicoletti to start her outing. Now after getting 2 quick outs, she falls behind 3-0 on the Lopes right fielder. Quick words of encouragement from Barone behind the dish. Again, Barone with 3 runs batted in for Northern Illinois today. The 1 run in game 1, 2 on the 2-run double to give NIU the quick 2-0 lead, coming around to score on the E6 to make it 3-0 at the time, as the 3-0 pitch paints the corner. Count moves to 3-1 now on Dyer, looking to give the Lopes a 2-out base runner with Bishop on deck. Three-one pitch, cut on and missed there by Dyer. And Dado does a nice job bouncing back after falling behind 3 balls and no strikes to work herself full here against the Lopes right fielder. So a payoff pitch coming here from Dado, looking for the easy 1-2-3 bottom half of the second inning. Misses low, a 2-out walk handed out by Dado, and the Lopes have themselves a 2-out base runner. So now 2 walks handed out by NIU's right-hander. Again, only 1 walk going into this first game for Claire Nurad. Did not allow a walk to the Lopes in 6 innings of work. Did allow 6 hits. And already 2 walks handed out here by Dado in this one. For just an inning and 2/3. First pitch to Bishop misses up, count 1-0.
Yeah, Dado coming into this game with only 2 walks. So we mentioned only having a combined 5 walks between the 3 Husky pitchers. Already has doubled her total walks in this game, and we're only in the bottom half of the second, Jack.
That pitch paints the corner. Count moves to 1-1 on Bishop. Outfield playing fairly deep here for the Lopes first baseman, who picked up that RBI single in her last at-bat, was able to advance to second on the E8 by Apatow out there in center field. And of course, coming around to score on the 2-run blast by Kristen Fifield. As that one's drilled in the air, deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's fair, it's gone. Set it off. 2-run home run for Lily Bishop. And the Lopes jump out to a 3-run lead. It's 6-3 GCU. And that was a no-doubter off the bat of the Lopes first baseman, Lily Bishop.
Jack, the only real question there was it going to stay fair? And it did, and that was An amazing piece of hitting there by Bishop as we take another look at that.
No doubt about it for Lily Bishop, and the Lopes have been waiting for her to break out using her power. Like we mentioned, 4 home runs a season ago, leading the team at 5 home runs 2 seasons ago in 2019. Was able to barrel that one up
Kristen Fifield.
and send it well over the championship banner out there in left field, as Fifield now digs in for her second plate appearance. Now 2 home runs in each of the first 2 innings against Dado. First pitch misses outside, count 1-0. Now some breathing room for JC Hambrick, as she'll go back out on the circle in the top half of the 3rd inning with at least a 3-run lead. 1-0 pitch, just off the corner. Count moves to 2-0 now on Fifield. Lopes hitting an even 400 in each of the first inning and 2/3 here against NIU's right-hander. Again, was nearly perfect in her last start. So looking to limit the damage here in the second. 4 runs in the first, 2 so far here in the second on the 2-run blast by Bishop. He's had a tough time getting ahead of these Lopes hitters early on in this game, resulting in 2 walks. Only one of those runs is unearned. That came on the E6 by Walensky back in the first. That one is sliced the other way. Does a nice job here coming back from getting behind 2 balls and no strikes on the Lopes center fielder to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one ripped into the gap, and that one's going to be 2 hops up against the wall. Second extra base hit of game 2 for Kristen Fifield, and the Lopes have themselves another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So Dado able to battle back, falling behind 2-0, works the count even at 2-2, leaves that one up over the heart of the plate, and Kristen Fifield did not miss it. Barrels it up, hooks it on the right side. 2 hops up against the wall. 4 extra base hits now for the Lopes against Dado. 2 doubles and 2 home runs. As Savannah Torville will now come to the plate. But it won't be against Emily Dado, whose line is finished in this one. Just an inning and 2/3. Gets roughed up. 5 hits for the Lopes, 6 runs, 5 of which were earned. I mentioned the 2 walks. Had a tough time getting ahead of these Lopes hitters. Only picked up 1 strikeout, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, a 2-run shot off the bat of Kristen Fifield in the first to make it a 3-3 game, and a 2-run blast well over the left field wall off the bat of Lily Bishop here in the second to make it a 6-3 Lopes lead. And Kristen Fifield chasing Dado with the 2-out double in the right center field gap. She only threw 46 pitches. Delaney Ostrowski, the right-hander for NIU, taking over out of the bullpen. First bullpen piece for either squad so far here today. Again, both Nurad and Denhart going the distance for their respective clubs in game 1. This one is sure to be a bullpen affair, the amount of offense that we've seen through the first inning and 2/3. A 3 spot for NIU in the first. JC Hambrick able to bounce back with an effective top half of the second inning. But GCU's offense breaking out against Emily Dado here in game 2. Looking for more here in the second against Ostrowski. Torville 1 for 1. Doubled in her first plate appearance against Dado. First pitch off speed, misses up, count 1-0. Mentioned NIU's shift on Torville in game 1 with 3 infielders on the left side, playing the Lopes third baseman straight up here in game 2 in each of her first 2 plate appearances. Pitch misses inside, and Torville's up in the count 2-0. Pitch lofted in the air, center field. Apatow's got a beat on it. She'll put it away for the final out here in the bottom of the second, but not before the Lopes scored 2 more runs on 2 more hits. The big blow off the bat of Lily Bishop, a no-doubter over the left field wall. She's in the home run column here in 2021, and we'll go to the third. It's GCU 6, NIU 3.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions GIF Collection.
Now I'm so happy.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
Well, if you haven't already, it's time to download the Lope Nation app. You can watch GCU home sporting events directly from your app and receive personalized news and score updates for your favorite Lopes teams. All you got to do is search GCU Athletics in your phone's app store or download the GCU Athletics app now at gculopes.com/app. As we move to the top half of the third inning, an offensive affair on both sides to this point, a 6-3 lead for your Grand Canyon Antelopes. As Hambrick now has a 3-run lead to work with. Pitch misses up and in on Apatow. It'll be Apatow, Walensky, and Keller. Top third of the order for NIU, trying to erase a 3-run deficit after going up by 3 in the top of the first. 1-0 pitch misses up, count moves to 2-0. And again, with her team giving her 2 insurance runs on the blast by Lily Bishop in the bottom of the second. J.C. Hambrick quick to fall behind here against Apatow. The junior left-handed bat 0 for 1, grounded out softly to Torville to lead off this game. 2-0 pitch right down Broadway for a strike. Count moves to 2-1. Now one just off the plate. Not what you want to see here if you're J.C. Hambrick, falling behind the leadoff man in Apatow. Plenty of speed on the base paths, with NIU looking to get the tying run to the plate here in the third with the top third of their order. Heart of the order looming as well as the 3-1 delivery. Slapped right to Torville. 5-3 put out, a big out number 1 for J.C. Hambrick. So she falls behind 3-1, comes right after Apatow there on 3-1, gets her to swing and chop it on the left side of the infield. Easy put out there by Torville as she fires across the diamond for out number 1. And that'll bring up Walensky. The sophomore right-handed hitting shortstop, 0 for 1. Popped up softly as J.C. Hambrick again got 2 quick outs in that first inning before Northern Illinois was able to pick up 3 2-out runs. And it was a run around third base and 2 outs in the bottom half of that first inning. Aguilar skying one in the air. Walensky battling the Phoenix Sun. Unable to haul it in for the final out, allowing the 4th run of the game to score for the Lopes, making it a 4-3 game after 1. As the 0-1 pitch paints the corner beautifully there as the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. So after falling behind 3-1 on Apatow, Hambrick coming right after NIU shortstop here. We'll see what she goes with on 0-2. Gets the sign from Dietrich, kicks, winds, and delivers the pitch. Took a little something off that. Leaves it up in the zone. Count moves to 1-2. Tries to hit the corner again. Emergency hack there by Walensky, able to stay alive as she hits that one straight to her own dugout, as we'll do it again at 1-2. And we haven't seen the best stuff so far here this afternoon from J.C. Hambrick. Like we mentioned, WAC Pitcher of the Week 2 weekends ago for her performance on the road in Southern California, both San Diego and La Jolla for the Lopes. That pitch misses out. Count moves to 2-2. Again, pitched fairly well here last weekend as well before running in to the Oklahoma Sooners. Only going an inning of work in that 14-0 defeat. As the 2-2 pitch misses low and in, and the count runs full. 3-2 now on Walensky. After falling behind 0-2, she's able to work her way back into this at-bat. It'll be interesting to see what J.C. Hambrick goes with here on this payoff pitch. Tried to go out on 0-2 and 1-2, came in on 2-2, comes back in on 3-2. Savannah Torville's got the hops. 5-3 put out, there's 2 away. So Torville moving to her left for the 5-3 put out against Apatow. Has to go up and get that one. And again, fires across the diamond for the second 5-3 put out here in the third. So again, she allowed 3 runs in the first inning, did Hambrick. Bounced back nicely in the second. Looking to settle in here in the third against the top third of NIU's order. Keller's 1 for 1 in this game, laced a double in her first and only at bat against Hambrick thus far. Swinging at a first pitch over the heart of the plate, slicing it down the left field line, really getting things going for NIU in that inning. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Getchis waiting on deck would move Keller to third, putting runners on the corners with 2 away, setting up that 2-run double by Bianca Barone. So that pitch just misses on the corner there, and the count runs to 2-0. Ripped up the middle and into center field for a 2-out base hit. So 2 quick outs for J.C. Hambrick here in the third. Keller looking to make something of this inning for NIU's offense, lacing that one up the middle for her second hit, now 2 for 2.
For NIU, Carly Getchis.
Now Getchis will look to keep things alive. Like I mentioned, that single in her last at-bat, coming around to score on the double by Barone. NIU now with 4 hits in the first 2 2/3 against number 19. Paints the corner there, count 0-1. Nobody currently warming up in the Lopes bullpen. But again, Ryan Denhart going the distance earlier on today. Coach Pearson looking to get the most out of her freshman right-hander in this game, who has settled in nicely after the 3 runs in the first. Snap throw to first by Dietrich, not in time. Keeping a close eye on Keller. So Hambrick falls behind Keller, resulting in the base hit. Now is quickly ahead 0-2 to Getchis. Slaps that one on the right side. Easy play for Bishop. Steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So an easy-going top half of the third inning. No runs, 1 hit. NIU leaves 1 runner aboard. Let's go to the bottom of the third. 6-3 lead for the Lopes here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun.
We can stand together by standing far apart.
Stay 6 feet apart from other people.
Wear your mask when you go out.
Wash your hands often.
If you feel sick, stay home.
Be respectful of others.
The choices you make are critical.
By protecting yourself, it helps protect all of us.
Your actions can save lives.
What we do now will shape our future.
Stay safe.
Is it possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely. Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
J.C. Hambrick will get her first go-around against Delaney Ostrowski here in the bottom of the third, as you see a ton of crooked numbers out there on the scoreboard. 3 in the first for NIU, 4 for the Lopes in the first, before tacking on 2 more in the second. J.C. Hambrick has done a nice job settling in after that 3 spot in the first inning, with 2 shutout innings in the second and then the third. swings at the first pitch, chops it to second. Making the play is Gerke. 1 pitch and 1 out here for Ostrowski, trying to make quick work of this Lopes order that has suddenly been awakened here in game number 2 of this series. Angela Aguilar will look to give the Lopes their first base runner in this inning. Again, 6 runs on 5 hits, 5 earned runs for the Lopes. 2 errors committed thus far for NIU, one of them costly. Again, with 2 outs and a runner on third base, giving the Lopes the 4-3 lead in this game. Angeli reaching on that error, resulting in the 4th run back in that first inning. Slid in safely to second base, would be left stranded there with 2 outs. Quickly behind on the count, 0-2 here to Ostrowski. Bloops that one in the air. Shallow left field. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. Tough play to be made there by Walensky, playing in on that one. Again, jamming Aguilar, but got enough of it to find some grass out there in left field for her first hit here in game 2. You take another look. Walensky unable to backtrack on that one, falling right in front of Keller out there in left field for a base hit. So with a runner on first and 1 away, that'll bring up Kaylee Dietrich again. Still looking for her first hit of the afternoon. Went 0 for 3 in game 1, 0 for 1 in her first at-bat. Pitch misses in, count 1-0. Again, has been a mainstay behind the dish so far this season for Coach Pearson. Controlling this pitching staff thus far, leading them to 7 wins in their first 16 games. Pitch misses in. Count moves to 2-0 on the Lopes backstop. And the Lopes would love to walk away with a pair of victories here on this Saturday afternoon, leading into tomorrow's Sunday matinee. And again, the Lopes and NIU will battle once again on Wednesday night after NIU's quick trip to Tempe. Walensky able to squeeze that one in for out number 2. Dietrich now 0 for 2 in this game, 0 for 5 on the day. And that'll bring up Daisy Taloa, who's 0 for 1 in this game. Again, trying to set things up for the top of the order. Gianna Nicoletti waiting on deck. First pitch cut on and missed. Count quickly 0-1 on the Lopes freshman. Again, struck out swinging in her last plate appearance. Her only plate appearance against Emily Dado. Again, only went an inning and 2/3 in this one, giving up those 6 runs. That one blooped. Left field, going to be played out there, right on the lip of the grass by Walensky for the final out of the inning. Nice play made there by Northern Illinois shortstop to retire the side, so no runs for the Lopes as we head to the top half of the 4th. It's GCU 6, NIU 3 here in Phoenix.
It's time to get away. It's time to escape. It's a new day to play. Your retreat awaits at Talking Stick Resort. Indulge your appetite for excitement with our thrilling table games, our electrifying slots, our outstanding restaurants, and our exceptional accommodations. It's all waiting for you. It's a new day to play at Talking Stick Resort. Play in style.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
JC Hambrick looking for win number 3 for herself early on in this 2021 season. Looking good thus far with her team up by 3. It's 6-3, top half of the 4th. Still plenty of softball left to be played, as she'll face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in this NIU order. Again, Bianca Barone putting NIU on the board in that first inning. Runners on the corners, 2 outs with a 2-run double over the head of Kristen Fifield in right center field. We'll look to spark this offense in this 4th inning. We've been scoreless in each of the last 2 innings after that 3 spot in the first against Hambrick, who has settled in nicely. Again, coming off that performance against the now #1 team in the nation, the Oklahoma Sooners. Just 1 inning of work, allowing 4 earned runs. So that one's going to be 1 hop to Pearson, 4-3 put out. And there's quickly 1 away here in the 4th for J.C. Hambrick. And that will bring up Mickelson, who again reached on the E6 by Aguilar, hit one sharply in the hole. Aguilar unable to come away with it cleanly as it was booted down the left field line, allowing the 3rd run to score. Mickelson would be thrown out at second base to end the inning, but not before the run came across as that pitch clips the inner part of the plate. Count 0-1. Comes in on the corner once again here on Mickelson to quickly get ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Again, both starters in this one, both Hambrick and Dado, had a tough time early on getting ahead of these hitters. But J.C. Hambrick getting ahead here of Mickelson, misses up and in, count moves to 1-2. And unlike Emily Dado in this one, Hambrick has seemed to find her mojo. Again, just 3 1/3 innings into this one, only allowing those 3 runs in the first inning on 4 hits. So that one's cut on and missed. There's a punch out for number 19, her 2nd of the day, and there's 2 away. So it comes right after Mickelson getting ahead 0-2, goes with the pitch in on 0-2, misses up. Unable to get Mickelson to climb the ladder, goes back outside on 1-2, getting Mickelson to chase. So she now has 2 punch outs in this one as Mallender digs in. First pitch, just a tad bit late on that one, is number 18 as the count quickly no balls and 1 strike. Walked in her first at bat. A leadoff walk handed out in that 2nd inning by J.C. Hambrick after her team gave her a 1-run lead with that 4 spot in the first inning, but was able to settle in, retire the side following that leadoff walk. That pitch misses in, count moves to 1-1. Took a little something off that one, pulled the string as the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Mallender. And we mentioned Sam only came into the day with 3 at-bats on the season, going hitless in game 1. Is hitless so far in this one after drawing the walk. And JC with those 4 losses hasn't gotten a ton of run support in those losses, despite pitching fairly well in each of her outings, despite last Saturday night against the Sooners. Again, now the #1 team in the nation. Not an easy matchup for the Lopes freshman, who was pulled after just 1 inning of work. Two-two pitch, up the middle, right back to where it came from. Hambrick will throw on to Bishop for the easy 1-2-3 top half of the 4th inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lopes still lead it 6-3, looking to add more in this one here in the heart of the Valley of the Sun.
I'm personal injury attorney James Bergener. Accidents can happen. If something happens to you or your family, call me. My firm and I will take you by the hand and guide you through everything. You see, personal injuries are just that. They're personal. You're not a number. You're more than just a name. This is your life. At my firm, each case is professionally and personally tailored to you. So if you've been injured, I've got your back. Call me now for a free consultation.
When life seems uncertain, there's one credit union that provides both dollars and cents. Copper State Credit Union. With solutions that focus on our members, you can take advantage of competitive rates, free cashback checking, and local attentive service. Uplifting our community is a standard we live by. That's why thousands of your Arizona neighbors rely on us. Strengthening Arizona families through financial empowerment. That's Copper State Credit Union.
Bottom of the fourth here in Phoenix. It's a 6-3 lead for the Lopes over the Huskies. Top third of the order, Nicoletti, Dyer, and Bishop will get their first go-around here against Delaney Ostrowski, coming on in relief with 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Emily Dato. Again, just did not have it an inning and 2/3, allowing 5 earned runs. Ostrowski able to make quick work of the Lopes in the bottom of the third. Quickly falls behind here against Nicoletti 1-0. Again, Gianna came around to score back in the first inning after the leadoff walk. Lofted one to fairly deep left field in her last at-bat for a fly ball. Quickly heading the count 2-0. Last thing Ostrowski wants to do here in this fourth inning with her team still very much in this game. Only down by 3 runs. Nicoletti squares one down. Going to be a tough play. And it's not going to be made by Getchis. The speedy Nicoletti laying down the perfectly executed bunt down the third base side to pick up the base hit. She's now 1 for 2, and the Lopes have themselves a leadoff base runner. So she gets ahead in the count 2-0. Is able to square that one up on the outside corner. Perfectly bunted down the third base side. Even with Getchis expecting it and playing it perfectly, is unable to nab the speedy Nicoletti. Coach Ann Pearson going to go back to her bench here in this fourth inning. And we saw Tabitha Dyer go 0 for 1 with a walk. Walking in her last plate appearance, scoring on the home run by Bishop. But Jaden Reed is going to pinch hit here for Dyer, with nobody out here in the fourth. Reed with a ton of speed looking to move over Nicoletti, and it looks like Gianna's going to do that herself, sliding in ahead of the tag from Walensky. So just like that, the Lopes have themselves a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Now Reed will look to move the runner over to third base. Again, the infield playing just about straight up for Jaden Reed, trying to hit the ball on the right side. Pitch misses low. Count moves to 1-1.
Yeah, it's Nicoletti's second stolen base on the day, or in this game, third on the day. Always seeing her speed there. It's a nice thing for the Lopes to, again, get a runner in scoring position and trying to add to this lead.
Reed goes around there as the count now moves to 1-2. Lopes outfielder hitting just .233 on our young 2021 campaign. 7 hits and 30 at-bats. Trying to join the party in this one with her team up by 3. Ain't gonna happen there. She goes down looking, heads back to the dugout for out number 1. So she's hitless in her first plate appearance, and that will bring up Lily Bishop. Lopes first baseman having herself a day to this point. She's driven in 3 runs, the RBI single in the first, the 2-run home run in her last at-bat, making this a 6-3 game. And 4 extra base hits to this point for the Lopes. Pitch clips the corner, count 0-1. A double in the first by Savannah Torville after the home run by Kristen Fifield. That made 2 in the first. And then, of course, the 2-run blast off the bat of Lily Bishop, making it 3 extra base hits, followed by the 2-out double by Kristen Fifield. That one's fouled straight back. Lily Bishop seems locked in here in game 2, which is a great sign if you're Coach Pearson and this Lopes offense. Count quickly now moves to no balls and 2 strikes. Kristen Fifield 5 for 5 combined between game 1 and game 2 after those 3 hits in game 1 as that one's lofted in the air. Center field play is going to be made out there by Apatow with Nicoletti looking to draw the throw. Not going to happen there as there's 2 away now, runner on second base. So Ostrowski doing a nice job after the stolen base by Nicoletti, putting a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Getting Reed looking down on strikes and getting Bishop to loft one softly in the outer center field for out number 2. And now she'll have to deal with the dangerous threat in the Lopes center fielder. Kirsten Fifield, like we mentioned, 3 for 3 in game 1. 2 for 2 with 2 extra base hits already here in game 2. As we'll get a quick visit on the mound. Looking to see how they want to navigate in this at-bat. Again, first base is open if you'd rather deal with Savannah Torville, who's on deck. Again, not an easy task, already 1 for 2 on the day, picking up that double in inning number 1. Lopes now hitting .368 as a unit through the first 3 2/3. Looking to break through for the first time in this one against Delaney Ostrowski. Again, was able to salvage the final out in that second inning, making quick work of the Lopes in the third. Pitch out there, throw down to second, not nearly in time. Nicoletti barely leading off the base, but Barone keeping a close eye on her at second base nonetheless. And again, pitching around Fifield here, as it looks like they're going to put Fifield aboard and take their chances with Savannah Torville. So ball 3 here for the intentional walk, handed out to the Lopes center fielder, who will remain perfect on the day, reaching base safely in her first 6 plate appearances. So she'll jog down to first. Runners on first and second, 2 away. With Nicoletti on second, Fifield on first. Ball in the gap could potentially score 2 here. Again, a single makes this a 7-3 game with Nicoletti's speed, with the outfield playing fairly deep. Double in the first, lined out to left to end things in the second. Her second go around here against Ostrowski. First pitch misses low and away. Count 1-0 on the Lopes. Third baseman has made a couple of nice plays at the hot corner today, both in game 1 and game 2. Made a nice basket catch to kickstart our day in game 1 with Ryan Denhart on the mound. Quickly ahead now, 2 balls and no strikes, as Ostrowski falling behind number 26. I mentioned the power for Savannah Torville as well. Lily Bishop finally breaking through in inning number 2 with a 2-run blast. Hopes would love to see more of the same here with Savannah Torville, now up in the count 3-0. And again, with a base open, you got J.C. Hambrick waiting on deck, who's already 0 for 2 in this one. So after the intentional walk dished out to Fifield, they fall behind here 3-0 on Torville, not looking to give in. And a 4-pitch walk handed out to the Lopes third baseman, and the bases are loaded with 2 away. So the intentional walk to Fifield, the more conventional walk to Torville. Now J.C. Hambrick with a golden opportunity here to give herself a very comfortable lead heading into the top half of the 5th inning.
J.C. Hambrick.
And 4 innings of work for Hambrick, allowing those 3 runs on 4 hits all in the first inning. He's 0 for 2 at the plate, grounding out softly to second in her last at-bat. First pitch, clips the corner for a strike, count 0-1. And nowhere to put J.C. Hambrick if you're Delaney Ostrowski in this at-bat. Oh, 1 pitch, takes a little something off there, fooling number 19 as the count now moves to no balls and 2 strikes.
Come on, JC.
As Hambrick will now look to battle here at the dish. Again, all ducks on the pond. Nicoletti on third, Fifield on second, Torville on first. That one slapped the other way in day. As the first pitch to Aguilar misses in, count 1-0. The Lopes freshman shortstop picking up a base hit in her last at-bat with 2 outs. Reached on the error back in inning number 1. That pitch misses outside. She's in the driver's seat now, 2-0.
And with those 2 runs coming across the plate for the Lopes, that allows the Lopes to take the advantage, as the Huskies have only allowed 7 total runs as their most runs in a single game. So Lopes now have 8 up on the Huskies there.
And you look at the final stat line in game one, obviously the Lopes getting by with just 2 runs on the pitching performance by Ryan Denhart, only allowing that 1 run on 6 hits. But now the Lopes really getting to this NIU staff that has been 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 thus far here in the fourth for the Lopes, looking to add more. Coons on first, Horville on third. It'll be a 2-2 to Aguilar. Loft in the air, shallow center field. Coming on is Apatow. She's not going to be able to make the diving grab as it gets away. 1 run scores. Here comes Coons. She'll score. Sliding in safely to third is Aguilar. She'll pick up an RBI. And the Lopes now lead it by 7. It's 10-3 here in the fourth. So they put up their second crooked number in this one with at least a 4 spot here against Ostrowski. Tough play coming in on it was Apatow. Dives for the full effort, unable to squeeze it in, and gets away, allowing Coons to score all the way from first. Nice heads-up base running by number 2. And sliding in safely to third is Aguilar, busting it around the bases all the way as the Lopes are a base hit away from taking an 8-run lead. First pitch misses in. Dietrich, of course, like we mentioned, 0 for 5 on the day thus far, looking to join the party here. Makes that one on the corner as the count now moves to 2-0 on number 5. And popped up softly to Lewinsky in her last at-bat before driving one in the air to fairly deep left field back in the first. 2-0 pitch misses, and the count moves to 3-0. So again, Ostrowski doing a nice job containing this Lopes offense. Coming into this game in the second inning after the 2-run shot off the bat of Lily Bishop, shutting them out in the third. Having a difficult time here in inning number 4, trying to retire the side, trying to stop the bleeding for NIU. Pitch clips to the corner, count moves to 3-1. Dietrich, one of 4 Lopes without a hit here in game 2 in this lineup. Daisy Talo on deck, one of them as well, as that one's ripped to third. Getchis has it, throws across the diamond for the final out, and that'll do it. But not before the Lopes put up another 4 spot. They have themselves a 7-run lead heading to inning number 5. It's GCU 10, NIU 3. You're watching GCU Softball.
Is it possible to cook up the barbecue bacon burger at home? Well, that depends. Does your home have fresh chopped onions, pickles, smoked cheddar, Monterey Jack, bacon, tangy barbecue sauce, and orange and white stripes with the word Whataburger emblazoned on the front of it? If so, then absolutely.
Good thing there's the limited time barbecue bacon burger at Whataburger.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions gift collection.
Now I'm so happy.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything Grand Canyon University, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GameDay20 today only to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Log on and get your gear today. As we move to the top half of the 5th inning, JC Hambrick has herself a comfortable lead now after another 4 spot given up by NIU pitching in the bottom half of the 4th. It's a 10-3 lead for GCU. 8-9-1 due up for Northern Illinois. First pitch, healthy hack there by Smith. Quickly down on the count, 0-1. Grounded out softly in her last at-bat. As the Lopes get to Ostrowski after she did a nice job containing the offense for at least an inning and a third in relief of Emily Dado, who only went an inning and 2/3 in this one, giving up 5 earned runs on 5 hits. Count now moves to 1-1 here, as JC Hambrick now in line to potentially pick up her 3rd victory, trying to go to 3-4 And she looks to hand Emily Dado her first loss, who came into this one 1-0. Pitch misses up, count moves to 2-1. We saw Jaden Reed pinch hit for Tabitha Dyer in that bottom half of the fourth inning. She'll remain in the game out there in right field for the Lopes. As a 2-1 pitch misses up, count moves to 3-1. And again, with your team up by 7, JC Hambrick trying to come right after these hitters, especially the bottom third of the order, who's been hitless today against Lopes pitching. 0 for 6 earlier on in game 1 against Denhart. 0 for 3 thus far against JC Hambrick. She clips the corner there. Count now runs full at 3-2. See the shadows starting to creep in on the infield, just over the circle for Hambrick. Well in the batter's box here for Smith, as this one comes in, fouled off, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Quality at bat to start this top half of the fifth for NIU. Again, down by 7 after jumping out to a 3 spot in the top of the first. And the way they have pitched thus far this season, they had themselves in a good spot early on. Lopes offense waking up. That one is a called strike 3. Another punch out for JC Hambrick. She's now got 3 on the day as she fools Smith, and there's 1 away. So she falls behind 3-1, able to battle back with the pitch on the inner part of the plate to make it a full count. And get Smith looking there on the outside corner. And that'll bring up Ostrowski. Her first plate appearance since coming into this one. Takes that first pitch outside, 1-0. Dado was 0 for 1 in her only plate appearance against JC Hambrick, all the way back in inning number 2. Pitch clips the corner. That count now moves to 1-1. Again, nobody warming up in the Lopes bullpen. You saw a right-handed arm warming up out there in the bottom half of the fourth inning as the Lopes were able to put up that crooked number again against Ostrowski. Trying to save JC Hambrick's arm in this one, but again, a 7-run lead for the right-hander. We'll see how long Coach Pearson wants to go with her freshman in this one. As that one is fouled off, giving up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the one blemish in this game, those 3 2-out runs in the top half of the first inning for JC Hambrick. It's been nothing but 0 since. Two-two pitch. Goes with the off-speed, misses low in the zone. The count runs full again here. 3-2 on Ostrowski. Looking to give NIU a 1-out base runner in the 5th, down by 7. NIU's going to have to take it 1 at-bat at a time here as we enter the latter stages in this ball game. 3-2 pitch, cut on and missed. Goes with the heat. 2 up, 2 strikeouts for number 19. She's got 4 punch-outs now as she looks to retire the side in order here in the 5th. Again, and take another look and goes with the heat on 3-2. Daring Ostrowski to hit it, waves through it for her 4th punch-out, and that'll bring up Apatow. Her 3rd go-around against number 19, has grounded out to 3rd in each of her first 2 plate appearances. That pitch misses up, count 1-0 on Apatow. Again, tried to make a diving grab with 2 runners on in that bottom half of the 4th inning. Got a glove on it, but it trickled away, allowing 2 runs to score. Lexi Kuntz pinch running for JC Hambrick on first base, scoring all the way from the first base bag. That one comes back in over the heart of the plate for a strike to even up the count at 1 ball and a strike on Apatow.
And with that last strikeout, that gave Hambrick her 30th strikeout of the season.
Looking to strike out the side here in the top half of the 5th inning after coming into the inning with only 2 punch-outs through the first 4 frames. And just 2 extra base hits allowed. The one coming in the first inning. Or the big one, I should say, in that first inning. Chopped slowly to second. Pearson has it. He's got to hurry and makes the play. The 4-3 put out. Another 1-2-3 inning for JC Hambrick. Continuing to mow down this Northern Illinois order as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 10-3 Lopes here in Phoenix.
Joel Embiid is unhappy.
Like, really unhappy.
Because the internet keeps using not-so-amazing GIFs to react to his amazing highlights. Mountain Dew presents the Joel Embiid Deserves Better Reactions GIF Collection.
Now I'm so happy.
Bottom half of inning number 5. Take a look at the beach volleyball out there in fairly deep right field. If you're looking at it from the GCU softball stadium, well over the scoreboard out there in right center field. A 10-3 lead for the Lopes here in game 2 of this doubleheader between GCU and Northern Illinois, looking to clinch a series win going into tomorrow's Sunday matinee. Adrian Vizentine gonna pinch hit here for Daisy Taloa. After Taloa went 0 for 2 here in game 2, picked up that big RBI single in the bottom of the 4th in game 1 to give the Lopes that 2-1 lead, which would eventually stand with Ryan Denhart going the distance, picking up her 5th win, improving to 5-2 on the season. That'll be Vizentine, Nicoletti, and Reed for the Lopes against Ostrowski. And just trying to eat up some innings for Northern Illinois. Gave up a 4 spot back in the 4th after shutting out the Lopes in that 3rd inning. First pitch, Vizentine softly grounds that one to second. An easy 4-3 put out for Gerke. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now Coach Pearson with her team up by 7. Going to utilize some of that depth on her bench. We see Adrian Vizentine pinch hitting for Daisy Taloa. Now going back to the bench here after Nicoletti, again picking up a hit in her last at-bat, will now be pinch hit here for Levis. First pitch misses outside, count 1-0. The freshman looking to make a name for herself here in this at-bat. Again with Coach Pearson looking to get an eye on her depth chart as that pitch clips the outside corner. Count moves to 1-1. Levis, the Peoria native. Pitch hits the corner once again. Ostrowski navigating this at-bat to her advantage thus far as the count moves to 1-2. Again, the Lopes hitting just under 400 as a team here in game 2, putting up that 10 spot. Hitting .391. They've drawn 4 walks, have only struck out twice while picking up 5 extra base hits. Levis is able to lay off that off-speed pitch. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Lopes freshman. Remember, Reed took over for Tabitha Dyer in right field. She's on deck, looking for her 2nd plate appearance in this one as Levis goes down on strikes. 2 up and 2 down here for Ostrowski here in the 5th. And the Lopes just 6 outs away from a victory and, of course, a series win over these Huskies. Reed struck out looking in her first and only plate appearance against Ostrowski. That came last inning. That off-speed pitch is in there on the outer part of the plate for a strike. Count 0-1. Again, hitting under .230 to this point this season is Reed. Looking to get in the hit column here with 2 outs. Fouls that one straight back. Quickly behind on the count 0-2. This is what you want to do if your team's down by 7. Ostrowski coming right after the Lopes with a steady diet of strikes here in the 5th. 0-2 pitch, misses up. Doesn't get Reed to climb the ladder there. The count now moves to 1-2. And the line thus far for Delaney, just 3 innings of work, allowing 4 earned runs on 4 hits. 1-2 pitch. Just misses low and on the corner, and the count now is leveled at 2 balls and 2 strikes. NIU just sitting 222 after that impressive first inning against J.C. Hambrick. They got 6 outs to work with, looking to score at least 7 runs as the count runs full now on the Lopes right fielder. So she falls behind 0-2, is able to work herself back into this at-bat. Ostrowski trying to avoid a 2-out base runner with Lily Bishop on deck. Already 2 hits and 3 RBIs today. (3-2) fouled straight back, and we'll do it again as the count remains 3-2. Again, the final game of this 3-game set tomorrow afternoon before Northern Illinois again returns for one more here in Lope Country Wednesday night to complete their road trip out here in Arizona. They'll take on the Sun Devils in Tempe on Tuesday night. 3-2 pitch, laced in the air, fairly deep left field. Going back is Keller. Right in front of the warning track, she'll haul it in for the final out. A 1-2-3 inning here in the 5th for Ostrowski as we'll go to the 6th. Lopes still lead it by 7. It's 10-3 GCU.
At Raising Cane's, we know quality takes time, patience, and the best ingredients, which is why every chicken finger we serve is hand battered and cooked to order just for you. We never take shortcuts. That doesn't mean you can. Introducing an even faster and easier way to order Cane's with our new app. Find your closest restaurant, customize your meal, pay, and schedule pickup. So next time, take it easy and order with the Raising Cane's app.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
About time we washed it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. We want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Let's move to inning number 6, a 10-3 lead for the Lopes as we take a look at our game stats between the Lopes and the Huskies here in Game 2, presented by Commonwealth Insurance. And again, it's been a totally different game here in Game 2. Just 3 runs combined between Northern Illinois and GCU in Game 1. 3 runs right off the bat for NIU, and it has stayed that way as the Lopes have scored 10 unanswered runs in this game against NIU pitching. 9 hits to 4 for NIU, and again the 2 errors, 1 costly error in that first inning, giving the Lopes a 4-3 lead. Coming in the form of the leadoff batter, Walensky, Keller, and Getchis here for Northern Illinois. Again, 6 outs to work with. If you're J.C. Hambrick, paints the corner, count quickly 0-1. Looking to improve her record to 3 wins and 4 losses heading into tomorrow's game as the Lopes will look to pick up the 3-game sweep. There's the 0-1 pitch, cut on and missed. Gets Walensky to chase outside the zone. Count quickly 0-2. Kelly 0 for 2 in this one. Popped up softly to Aguilar back in the first before grounding out sharply to Savannah Torville back in the third. 0-2 pitch. Blooped, second base. Pearson battling the sun, unable to make that play. As that one gets behind her, as Walensky will be aboard to lead things off here in the 6th. Again, you see the shadows lurking just in front of the second base back, taking up most of the left side of the infield. But obviously still playing a factor on the right side, as Pearson having a tough time navigating herself to that one. So a leadoff base runner for NIU in Walensky, as Keller will now dig in. Looking to continue her perfect plate at the dish as she's 2 for 2. As she will reach safely once again as that pitch misses up and in. And just like that, NIU is in business here in the 6th. Again, just trying to chip away down by 7. Runners on first and second and nobody out. The first real threat in this one for J.C. Hambrick since that first inning. Has been able to make quick work of NIU. Since giving up those 3 runs on 3 hits in inning number 1. And now Getchis will try to get NIU back into this game with one swing of the bat. 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the first. Grounded out right back to Hambrick in her last at-bat back in the third. Jumps all over that first pitch, over the heart of the plate, fouls it straight back. And all it takes is a few more base runners here for Northern Illinois to potentially set themselves up for one big swing of the bat to get themselves back in this game. That one ripped up the middle. Pearson has it. Flips onto Aguilar. On to first. Not in time. Almost doubling up Getches. As she reaches safely, the Lopes get the lead runner at second base. So runners on the corners with one away, and that'll bring up Barone, who has an opportunity to drive in another run here. As you see here, Pearson looking to make up for the E4 to start the inning. Shuffles that one to Aguilar. Aguilar with a strong throw over to Bishop. Not in time to get Getches. So Bianca Barone, we mentioned the 2-run double in the first inning. Picked up the RBI single, the lone run for Northern Illinois in Game 1 against Ryan Denhart. Walensky on third, Getches on first. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Lopes currently lead it by 7. It's 10-3. Barone grounding out softly to end things back in the 4th. On the second base side to Jordan Pearson. Quickly heading the count 2-0 here against J.C. Hambrick. Again, nobody warming up in the Lopes bullpen, as this is J.C. Hambrick's jam to get out of with her team up by 7. Goes off speed pitch. Again, leaning over that first base is Getches, but is able to slide in ahead of the tag there from Lily Bishop. As Dietrich again continuing to keep close tabs on the runners. Trying to keep Getches honest over there at the bag at first base. Walensky trying to get a good jump off of third. It'll be a 3-0 to Barone with Mickelson waiting on deck. And a base is open as that pitch misses up. Now all ducks on the pond for Northern Illinois. Again, taking it one batter at a time in this one, trying to get themselves back in this game. A few more base runners, they'll have that opportunity. Another meeting on the mound trying to calm down J.C. Hambrick here. Again, the freshman. WAC pitcher of the week 2 weekends ago for a performance on the road in Southern California. Came back last weekend. Pitched well leading up to that performance against Oklahoma. And now goes 5 1/3 today, only allowing 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 overall runs, as Coach Pearson will now talk things over with her right-hander. It'll be Walensky on third, Getches on second, Barone on first. Coach Pearson going to stick with her right-hander in this inning as she tries to get herself into and out of trouble. Again, bottom third of the order has not had much success so far today against Lopes pitching. 0 for 6 in Game 1 against Ryan Denhart. 0 for 6 thus far, 6 through 9 against J.C. Hambrick. On the outside corner for a strike count, 0-1 on Mickelson. 0 for 2 in this game. Reached on that E6, was retired at second base for the final out in that first inning after the run came across to make it 3-0. Struck out swinging in her last at-bat. 0-1 pitch from Hambrick, fouled straight back. So after the mound visit from Coach Pearson, her freshman right-hander quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Mickelson. Again, nowhere to put Mickelson here. We'll see if she gets her to chase here on 0-2. She does not as the pitch misses outside and the count moves to 1-2. Right idea there for number 19. After getting ahead 0-2, goes outside, doesn't get Mickelson to chase. We'll see if she comes back in here on 1-2. And plenty of room to work with in this at-bat. She's trying to not throw it over the heart of the plate with the bases loaded. 1-2 pitch. Chops slowly in front of Dietrich and foul, so we'll do it again on 1-2. Again, Mickelson came into this game hitless in 6 plate appearances, went 1 for 3 against Denhart. 1 for 5 combined with her 0 for 2 performance thus far here in Game 2. Again, the sun playing a factor, very much so, at least on the right side of the infield and outfield. Even in the 6th inning here in Game 2, as that one is fouled straight back by Mickelson. With Hambrick trying to, again, paint the corner there perfectly. We'll do it again on 1 and 2. Mickelson trying to break through for Northern Illinois, as they have been shut out in each of the last 4 innings. 1-2 pitch, misses up, count moves to 2 and 2. So another quality at bat here for Northern Illinois, with Mickelson trying to pass the baton to Mallender. A few more base runners and Illinois could potentially bring the tying run to the plate. Still plenty of softball left to be played as that pitch misses inside and the count now runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And nowhere to put Mickelson. Team up by 7. Hambrick just trying to throw strikes. Runners looking to get a good leadoff. Payoff pitch to Mickelson. Misses in. Did she go? No, she did not. It's a bases loaded walk dished out by Hambrick. Her 3rd walk of the afternoon, and it's a 10-4 game. So the bases remain loaded. That'll bring up Mallender. 0 for 1 in 2 plate appearances thus far.
Sam Mallender.
Northern Illinois 2 batters away potentially from bringing the tying run to the plate. Mallender walked and was stranded on 3rd back in the 2nd before grounding out softly back to Hambrick in her last at-bat. Pitch misses in, count 1-0. So she gets ahead of Mickelson 0-2. Mickelson working the count full, able to lay off that pitch on the inner part of the plate to grab the RBI in the 4th run for NIU. And infield playing straight away, looking for the ground ball. Hambrick trying to paint the corner there, does not get the call. Count moves to 2-0. And Dietrich going to come out and talk to number 19. And again, doesn't look like anybody warming up in the Lopes bullpen. We'll see what Coach Pearson wants to do late in this game if Northern Illinois is able to scratch across a couple of runs. Mallender with just 1 RBI, coming in that FGCU Invitational 2 weeks ago. Came into the day with a .667 slugging percentage. Taps that one in front of Hambrick, going to go with the shore out at first. The run will score, but the Lopes do pick up out number 2 with runners on 2nd and 3rd now. It's a 10-5 game. Mallender picks up her 2nd run batted in this season for NIU. And a base hit could potentially make this a 3-run game as you take another look. Hambrick able to make sure that she got the shore out at first. And she'll try to work herself out of this 6th inning. Izzy Smith 0 for 2, struck out looking in her last at-bat. 4 Ks for J.C. Hambrick. That pitch misses outside, count 1-0. First base is open with Ostrowski waiting on deck. The way NIU's offense has performed thus far today, I'd love to capitalize on this opportunity. That one blooped center field. Coming in on it is Fifield. She'll make the play, and that'll do it for the final out in the 6th. So J.C. Hambrick limits the damage. Just 2 runs allowed here in the 6th. As we go to the bottom half of the inning, it's GCU 10, NIU 5. You're watching GCU softball.
From reimagining the way you work to reassessing what you need, you've changed the way you do business. And now, so have we. With no annual contracts and flexible internet and voice solutions, you'll have what you need to get back to business. Rethink, reconnect, reimagine. Switch to Cox Business today.
When I think back on graduation day, it's such a special moment, walking across the stage, hearing your name called. I think I would really regret not walking. I think being able to finish out a long college experience with an awesome moment like graduation is really special.
If I hadn't decided to walk that day, I think I'd regret not having that sense of closure and accomplishment for that huge chapter in my life.
My name's Noah and I graduated in 2015.
My name is Lauren and I graduated in 2016.
Herff Jones, by your side.
Bottom half of inning number 6 with the Lopes up by 5. Ostrowski just trying to limit the damage after her team was able to scratch across 2 more runs in the top half of the 6th against JC Hambrick. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Lopes. And it looks like once again, Coach Pearson going to go to her bench. Looks like Kaylee Holland will pinch hit once again for the Lopes. You saw her pinch hit in game 1, going 0 for 1 in her only plate appearance. She'll pinch hit here for Lily Bishop. After going 2 for 3, picked up 3 RBIs, a 2-run home run, making it a 6-3 game in that 2nd inning. So that'll be the end of the line for Lily Bishop. And the first pitch to Holland is in there for a strike count, 0-1. So it'll be Holland, Fifield, and Torville for the Lopes. Ostrowski unable to get Holland to chase there on 0-1 with the off speed. Of course, Kaylee Holland trying to make the most of every opportunity that she has here in 2021. In limited plate appearances. Chops that one softly, third base side. Getches has it, throws to first, and there's one away. So Holland 0 for 2 in her 2 plate appearances combined today, both in game 1 and game 2 pinch hitting. And that'll bring up
for the Lopes,
Kristen Fifield. So the Lopes center fielder has been perfect at the plate today. 3 for 3 in game 1, 2 for 2 with a walk. So far here in game 2. Swings through that one, count quickly 0-1 here for Ostrowski, who's again just trying to eat up some innings after Northern Illinois starter only went 1 2/3, allowing those 6 earned runs. 0-1 pitch. Misses up. Count moves to 1-1 on Fifield. Tied the game back in the 1st inning with a 2-run shot. Took a 2-2 pitch over the heart of the plate and rifled it 2 hops up against the wall for a double back in inning number 2. And walked in her last at-bat. Hit that one right on the line. Caught by Izzy Smith. So for the first time today, both in game 1 and game 2 combined, Kristen Fifield is retired. But not easily as she hits that one right on the screws for out number 2.
For GCU, Savannah
coming in hot as Izzy
Torville.
Smith able to make the grab. And that will bring up Savannah Torville. Looking to add to her total. Again, picked up that double all the way back in the 1st inning. Flew out to fairly deep left field back in the 2nd as that one drops in there low for a ball, 1-0. Walked and scored in her last at-bat all the way back in the 4th inning. As Ostrowski looking for the easy 1-2-3 frame, trying to give her offense an opportunity to put together a rally in the top half of inning number 7. Down by 5. We're 2 batters away from bringing the tying run to the plate in the top half of that 6th inning against Hambrick. The 2-0 pitch, blooped. In on the infield, Walensky makes the play. An easy 1-2-3 bottom half of the 6th for Ostrowski as we'll head to the 7th. NIU's got a lot of catching up to do. It's GCU 10, NIU 5.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country. GCU offers 270 dynamic academic programs with modern apartment-style living, classrooms, labs, restaurants, and more. Located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, GCU's vibrant community and expansive campus is ranked top 20 for best college campuses in America. My university integrates the free market system with a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into its academic programs and throughout campus life, so you can put your faith into action and help transform communities. GCU campus students received over $157 million in scholarships in 2020, and many students attend GCU for less than the cost of a state university. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you qualify for. Admissible high school seniors can schedule a free visit from anywhere in the country. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer.
Lopes 3 outs away from clinching a series win over the Huskies after their 2-1 win in Game 1. Their offense breaks through, putting up a 10 spot through the first 6 innings of this one, trying to give J.C. Hambrick her 3rd win of the year. Well, Coach Pearson is going to go to her bullpen here in the 7th with the southpaw Tabitha Dyer coming in, trying to record the final 3 outs here in Game 2. Tabitha, of course, starting this one in right field, going hitless in 2 plate appearances. Jaden Reed taking over out there in right field at the time. So Tabitha Dyer will now look to salvage the final 3 outs in this game. Comes into this inning with a 12 ERA, trying to get those numbers down in just 2 appearances thus far. Remember, she started on opening night against Utah, only going 2 innings of work. Lopes losing that one in extra innings. It'll be Ostrowski, Apatow, and Walensky for NIU. Again, they got a lot of catching up to do, down by 5. Ostrowski 0 for 1 in her only plate appearance. That was in the 5th when she struck out swinging. 4 punch-outs in this one for J.C. Hambrick. That pitch misses way up, and the count moves to 1-1. Araceli Pescara taking over in right field. Lily Bishop back there at first base after being pinch hit for by Kaylee Holland in the bottom half of the 6th. That went just off the corner as the count moves to 2-1 now on Ostrowski. Did a nice job in relief in this one. Again, just the only blemish, the 4 spot on 4 hits in that 4th inning. Was able to shut out the Lopes in the 3rd, 5th, and 6th innings. Trying to keep her offense in this game. Takes that one up and in. Count moves to 3-1. Dyer coming into this one, just trying to throw strikes with her team up by 5. One bloop should be playable for Dietrich. Squeezes that one in for out number 1. So Tabitha falls behind 3-1 on the 9-hitter for NIU, and she gets Ostrowski to pop that one up right to Dietrich on the infield. And there's quickly 1 away here in the 7th, and that'll bring up Apatow. 0 for 3. NIU center fielder having a tough game too, both at the plate and out there in center field. Remember, runners on the corners, 2 outs, came in on a diving attempt, was able to get a glove on it, unable to squeeze it in, as that scored 2 runs for the Lopes in that 4th inning. They'd add 2 more, making it a 10-3 game in the bottom half of that 4th inning. She's grounded out softly in each of her first 3 plate appearances, 2 to Savannah Torville at 3rd, 1 to Pearson at 2nd back in the 5th. Heading the count, 2 balls and no strikes as Dyer once again falls behind. And we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon for Game 3 of this series between the Lopes and the Huskies. Count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. And again, Coach Pearson only having to use 1 arm out of the bullpen to this point, and it being Tabitha Dyer in this game. Got splendid pitching performances from both Ryan Denhart and J.C. Hambrick. The 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Count moves to 3-1. 7 innings of 1-run ball for Ryan Denhart, moving to 5-2. J.C. Hambrick going 6 innings of work, allowing those 5 runs. Didn't have her best stuff in this one, but her offense picked her up with those 10 runs. She'll look to pick up her 3rd win, with the Lopes just 2 outs away from doing just that. That one right down Broadway for a strike. And Tabitha Dyer falling behind 3-0, is able to work her way back in this count. It's 3-2. It's a sign from Dietrich, kicks, winds, and delivers the payoff pitch with 1 out. Chopped up the middle, Aguilar has it, gets rid of it quickly for the 6-3 putout. 2 up and 2 down, and NIU is down to their final out. Aguilar had that one played perfectly up the middle, moving to her left. Fires across for out number 2. And with the Lopes 1 out away from a pair of victories on this Saturday afternoon, Walensky will look to keep this game alive for Northern Illinois. 0 for 3 here in game 2. Swings for the first pitch, count 0-1. And the Lopes doing their damage early on in this one. 4 runs in the first, reacting to a 3 spot by Northern Illinois in the top half of the first. 2-run home run by Kristen Fifield, tying things up. The Lopes would take the lead on an error by Walensky at short, making it a 4-3 game. Lily Bishop then put a charge into 1 with a runner on in the bottom of the second, making this a 6-3 game, and then a 4 spot just to add some insurance in that 4th inning. NIU with an opportunity to get themselves back in this game, loading the bases an inning ago, scoring 2 runs. Or within 2 batters of potentially bringing the tying run to the plate. Are now down to their final strike. It'll be a 1-2 offering from Tabitha Dyer. Pitch misses up, count moves to 2-2. Two from Dyer. Chopped right side. Pearson has it. Throws to first. Signed, sealed, and delivered. The Lopes clinch a series win over Northern Illinois with a 10-5 victory here in Game 2. The Bats break out after scoring just 2 runs in Game 1. A 2-1 victory behind Ryan Denhart's complete game performance, picking up her 5th win. JC Hambrook now moves to 3-4. With a win today, going 6 innings, allowing 5 runs, but Cheyenne was all about the offense in this one. Lily Bishop and Kristen Fifield leading the charge, with each hitting a home run early in this game off of Northern Illinois' pitching.
Yeah, Fifield with that first home run that tied the game in the bottom half of the first, making it 3-3, and then Bishop's giving them those 2 insurance runs in the bottom of the second. Just great work overall. As you mentioned, the offense putting up those 10 runs. We only saw 2 runs in the first game against the Huskies. Lopes definitely being able to break out that offense here, which is definitely something that they needed to do. And now Coach Ann Pearson is just 2 wins away from 400 wins in her career. And Lopes look to get that all from the Huskies as they play again on Sunday and then on Wednesday.
You see the Lopes with the team prayer around the circle here after this 10-5 victory. As you take a look at our Copper State Credit Union player of the game, Lily Bishop, like we mentioned, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. The RBI single in the first to get the Lopes on the board, and the 2-run blast in the second, making this a 3-run game. The Lopes blow it open in the 4th. En route to a 10-5 victory. Again, roughing up Emily Dado. She moves to 1-1 in 2 starts for Northern Illinois. And Northern Illinois has an opportunity to come away with a victory tomorrow. Getaway day on Sunday, trying to pick up the victory in the final game of this 3-game set before returning to Lope Country on Wednesday night to finish out their Arizona road trip. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. From everybody here at GCU TV, alongside Cheyenne Rose, I'm Jack O'Hara saying so long from GCU Softball Stadium on this Saturday afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow for first pitch at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And as always, go Lopes.